Welcome to Java Programming for Beginners. This is going to be a great class for anyone who is just starting out and doesn't know much about programming. Java is a programming language that we are going to use during this course. It is great for beginners. It's great for people who just started learning how to code. You'll learn a lot of great concepts from Java, such as object-oriented programming, but you'll learn more about that later. First things first, what is programming and coding? A lot of people get confused and don't really know what it is when they first start out. But programming is just giving the computer instructions to do some sort of task. And when we have a set of these instructions or we have a big group of instructions that do one big task, then we're going to go ahead and call that an application, or we'll call it software or program. So effectively, when we code and we program, we're really just developing software or applications or programs, whatever you want to call it. Everybody calls it something different. So this is the same as when we call things on our phone apps. We're really saying applications. These things were coded. They're just a bunch of instructions telling the computer what to do when we open those applications. So generally, the people who do this are called computer programmers. There's different job titles, sort of all meaning the same thing. Some people say computer programmers, some people say software engineers, software developers. Generally, we're just talking about the people who make these applications, whether it be for your computer, for your phone, some backend services that no one even sees or knows exist, unless you're a programmer. So if you are looking to get a job like this, or you just want to learn more about coding, this is the first step. All of these job titles, at some point, they needed to learn how to program and give the computer instructions. So, for example, when you open your calculator app on your phone or Excel on your computer, someone had to sit down and write down all the instructions so the computer knows what to do. So some instructions in there might actually say, hey, when a user inputs two numbers and says add them, computer, please just add them. So someone has to tell the computer to do it, right? So the way we do this is writing a bunch of code. We save them in files. We have a bunch of files, and then we go ahead and run these files. And the computer will just go through them and actually complete some tasks. Of course, this is a whole lot more complicated than the way I'm describing it right now, but this is just a higher level overview of what programming and what coding really is. It's what's going to give us all these cool apps and all these services and all these websites and all these things that we see every day on the computer. And the reason I say apps on your phone is because your phone these days technically kind of is just a computer, a mini computer in there. It's doing a whole bunch of cool stuff.